backstage with Antti from Demilich. So first of all, how was the experience of being at Frantic Fest?
It was great. It was like I didn't know what to expect because we've only done a couple of gigs in Italy and then a festival somewhere very far away from the normal places, the North Italy where we've done it, and it was very cool. I liked this place and the audience was great.
About being a death metal artist, you mentioned 40 Watt Sun. What are the bands you tend to listen to?
Nowadays I listen to things I don't even want to mention, really, but I also listen to death metal, black metal, stuff like that. But of course, when you're about 50, you kind of have learned that there is other music than metal. When I was 18, there wasn't anything else. Everything else was not worth it, although I know there were bands I didn't want to admit I liked, pop bands even, but only metal was real. So I don't want to go into details. I have very nasty secrets, but I listen to everything from metal to industrial rock, even Finnish pop, if the songs are good. And many times it's metal which brings good albums. Because I love some pop songs, but they are only those songs. It's most of the stuff I hear from them, these kind of artists, are done by other people, and I don't like their style and ideas about music. So,
speaking about Demilich, Demilich started like 30 years ago, more or less, and your only album to this date is going to be 30 next year. How do you feel about Nespit getting to be 30?
Yeah, first, when it came out, well, we are actually 32 and a half years old band. But yeah, Nespit came out 29 years ago and plus 29 years ago. So I remember I wasn't happy about it when we recorded it because I started seeing the flaws and things I would have wanted to make differently, and then I kind of gave it a rest. I didn't even listen to it or think of it or anything, and I'm a perfectionist, unfortunately. So it wasn't perfect, and I hated that. But then little by little, when I saw that people started liking it and had started liking it, I had this period of 5 years or so when I didn't even know about people's reactions. But then I started understanding that there's something there. And especially it was cool when the younger generation, like the kids of people of my age, came to me and were like, "Oh, I love your band." And I said, "Oh, this is different. I never thought they would do it." So nowadays I think it's something that has to be done. I thought there would be many albums like that done by other people, but no, it's unique. It's not perfect for me. For some people it is, but it's not perfect. And I guess I'm pretty happy that we made it back then.
Actually, the album has kind of inspired, nowadays especially, a big movement of like revival of that old school style, but with more, let's say, cryptic, more progressive attitude. How do you feel about this kind of rediscovery of Finnish death metal scene? Maybe even in America, like it's so fucking distant, but people love you there. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, well, of course, when I started making music, my my main dream was to play it in America because America is the big place and everybody gets to be a star in America. And later, of course, I've realized there's different levels of stardom, but it's still cool and it's kind of unexpected because America back then in early 90s was people were going more towards straightforward metal, and they had all, of course, loved Pantera and stuff like that, but I didn't see us fit in the mindset of those people, and then it was real weird that Americans started to be the main place where they like us, and I still don't understand why. It's like, why do American people love us? I have no idea. I have talked with them about it, but I haven't had a good explanation.
Being such a perfectionist as it comes to music, your debut.
Or anything.
Or anything. Okay. Being such a perfectionist, how long your fans will have to wait, if there is a chance, to see a second album?
Well, first of all, we have 4 songs almost ready. I will have to get them done, and we have a release plan for that thing. Then it's time to think of that. The second album. I have the name, I have the concept, I have some riffs there. But knowing myself, I may run out of time in this life, but we'll see. Hopefully I won't. Hopefully I will find the spark to get it done. Because I got pretty much done in those 2.5 years back then.
About the Finnish death metal scene, it's pretty much very grown up, like over the years. I mean, it was a lot underground, and it still is a bit, but like compared to the Swedish death metal scene or the Norwegian, but it has its perks. Would you name like a handful of bands, of Finnish bands, that are related to the death metal scene that people should know about?
Related but not death metal.
As you prefer.
One of the hard parts here is that I've always had hard times loving Finnish bands because they are too close to me and they may be my friends or I might know them or see them at the airport when we leave. Like today, I saw the guys of Swallow the Sun at the airport, and that kind of makes them be on the same level and not the heroes. By the way, I don't want to ever meet my heroes because that may ruin. There's one hero that makes it hard for me to listen to that band anymore because I met him, spent a night with the guy, and it's like I wish that didn't happen. But anyway, what bands? I don't know. But for me, I think Amorphis is the band that still has the most interesting feeling in them for these old bands that maybe turned to something else, and they have good songs and they have that Finnish sadness in the songs still.
Speaking about Demilich, what drove you to put up this band? What were your first ground lines? Which bands did you love back then, and how do you feel about them today?
Yeah, it's of course like with everybody, it's a long journey. It starts by falling in love with something and some energy in music, and then you find more energy in other things, and you change. especially as a kid, you change a lot. You go like I did. I went to only metal and only rough metal. I kind of dropped out Iron Maiden and Dio and things like that, although they were there still. But it was a path of finding things like, of course, all those Maiden, Dio, Twisted Sister, Wasp, they affected me. Then I found, well, let's skip to death metal part. I found more simple death metal bands like Bolt Thrower and stuff like that, and I remember that being one of the main reasons. Them and Napalm Death and stuff, and Carcass. Okay, Carcass was fairly progressive, but I wanted to do things like them. But then again, I always desire something else, and I just cannot go that way. The first demo, in my opinion, has very much Bolt Thrower influence there. But when we did it, instantly after that, I felt like, I have to go somewhere else. I have to get my things in it and my original things. And of course, I took them from somebody else in the way, but then came up with what I wanted to do. But bands like Pestilence, Atheist affected me afterwards, and progressive metal.
One very last question. It's very important. How much would you prefer staying at Frantic Fest tomorrow rather than getting back in Finland?
Sorry? How?
How would you like staying at Frantic Fest to see the other bands instead of going back home?
Very much right now. Okay, it's good to be home, to get to relax and everything, but I know that if I went to the hotel now and could get a good sleep and then come to see the bands, I would do it.
Thank you so very much for your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening and have a good flight home.
Cheers. Cheers.